Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a plant haul. All of these plants that you see right here are new plants that I got, I think in the last week. And they're all from this place called Giant Tiger. So I think Giant Tiger is a Canadian store. So if you're not Canadian, you may not know about Giant Tiger, but it's basically like a sort of like a discount store, I guess. Like it's not like a dollar store, but it's not like a big box store. It's kind of like, you know, you get stuff for cheaper prices there. But with spring coming on, they have a whole bunch of tropical plants out. And where I live, it's kind of like, it takes like an hour to get to any like big, decent nursery. So whenever I'm just like running into town or into Giant Tiger, I check out the plant section that they have there to see if they have anything new and interesting. And all of these plants here came from that place. So we're gonna start off with this one right here. So this is a Dracaena. And I've never seen a Dracaena like this with the white stripe right down the middle leaf. I did some looking on the internet. It was really hard to find a name for this one, but I heard that it's called a jade jewel. If you have another name for it or you know what it's called, please put it in the comments below, because I've been having a lot of trouble finding names for some of these, because in Giant Tiger, all of these are just labeled as tropical plant. So you're just kind of like at a loss really for what you're looking at half the time if you don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, I really like this Dracaena. I thought it was really interesting with this like white stripe down the leaf. I'd never seen one like that before. It's a little sad looking. It was pretty dry when I bought it, so I've been trying to like give it some water to perk it up a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how that one grows. And this Dracaena, I paid, I think I paid $2 for this Dracaena right there. And it was actually the only one of its kind at Giant Tiger. They had other Dracaenas there, but most of them were like the marginata bicolors or like the more readily available ones. This was the only Dracaena that had the white stripe, or the only jade jewel, or whatever you want to call it. So as soon as I saw that, and I saw that it was the only one, I had to pick it up. I also got this, it's just a regular green ZZ plant. I've never had a green ZZ like this. I have a Raven and a ZZ Zenzi, but I've never just had like a regular ZZ plant. And this was $12, so I thought I might as well just pick it up because it's $12 and I don't have a ZZ. And as you can see behind me, I'm kind of running out of space for a lot of plants. So I only really have like the dark corners left. So this is definitely gonna go in one of those dark corners. So the next one, this right here, is an Aurelia fabian. So these get to be like big trees, you know, if you've had them for long enough. I've had Aurelias before, but I've never had a fabian. They've had these in since like the winter, I think, at Giant Tiger, and I just really like the dark leaves and the big round leaves that they have. One thing that I don't really like is that they capped, I don't know if you can see, but all of these trunks, they capped them with wax seals. So I don't know if I can take those wax seals off and kind of promote continual growth or what, or maybe this is just, you know, the way that they grow them. I don't know anything about these fabians. So if you know if I can take the wax seals off, or if I should take the wax seals off, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll just like cut them off if I can, or if I'm not supposed to, then tell me that too, and maybe we'll just keep it as it is. But yeah, I really like this one. I've had this one longer than the other ones. I think I got this one about a month ago or something like that, but it's doing pretty well. I thought it was gonna die when I went on vacation. I was in South Carolina for 2 weeks at the end of March, and I've noticed that these things are a little finicky when it comes to watering. They want to be a little moist, and if they dry out, then they just like, they die and they don't come back. So I was a little worried that this was gonna die while I was away on vacation, but it didn't. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. And this one, just like the ZZ, was I think $12 or something like that. So the next plant that I got was this little Croton mammy. I'm not really a big fan of Crotons. I've had Crotons in the past. I don't really think they're that pretty. Which is kind of weird because a lot of people really like them for their colors and how pretty they are. But I saw this one, and I've seen these Crotons like pretty much everywhere. Like big box stores have these. You can find these Crotons anywhere. But I don't know, it was $2 and I thought it was kind of cool, like the way the leaves were all twisted and how black the leaves were. So I thought, you know what, I could add a Croton to my my collection. And yeah, we'll see how it grows. We'll see how long I keep it around for. So the next plant that I got was this nerve plant, or this red fittonia, and I have never had fittonias before. I know that like they're very finicky plants. They tend to be more like terrarium plants because They like a lot of humidity and they want to be pretty moist. I know that they can get kind of leggy when they grow out, and I don't really like that look with plants. But this plant I think was only like $1.50 or something like that. Let me see. Yeah. And I thought, you know, I might as well just give it a try. I also have a terrarium that I haven't put anything in yet, so I might move this into that terrarium. But I'm also thinking about turning that into a little shrimp tank, so I don't really know. I don't really know what to do with it. But yeah, there's this little fittonia. I just put it in this this little head pot. And yeah, it's doing pretty well. So this is the only plant that I'm not 100% sure about what it is. I think it might be an asparagus fern, but I don't really know. If you know what this plant is, please let me know in the comments below. It's got these like light little prickly leaves. I think it's an asparagus fern, but it's really leggy, so I don't know if maybe it's just not a bushy one. I don't know anything about asparagus ferns. But I saw this and I thought it was interesting, something that I didn't have, so I picked this one up for $2 as well. Yeah, put it in this pot, and I don't know about this plant. I don't know anything about this plant, how to keep it. But it was $2 and I thought it was interesting, so I bought it up. So the last plant, and I totally forgot about this plant, I just had to go grab it, and it's really dusty. Oh, I gotta dust it. But this plant is a Philodendron dragon tail, and I paid like $4 or $5 for this plant. And at local nurseries that I've been to, they have them on there for like $60. So I'm pretty like happy that I got this for the price that I got it at. When I first got it at Giant Tiger, it only had these leaves, so these are all new leaves. So I wasn't quite sure that it was a Philodendron dragon tail, but I got it anyway, just kind of grow it out and see what it was. And as it's grown new leaves, so this was the first new leaf that it grew, which is pretty nice and big. And then I put this leaf out while I was on vacation, and it's got one of the splits. So with enough light, these leaves will grow with fenestrations down the side, creating kind of like a tail look. Sort of like this, but imagine there's another fenestration on this side. So these get to be pretty big. The leaves are massive. And in the next few days, I'm gonna try and find a moss pole to grow it on so that the leaves get even bigger. But I have this right in the middle of my south-facing window over there, so it gets a ton of light, and it really likes it. It really appreciates it, because just look at the size of these leaves. And I have a new leaf coming in. I'm pretty excited to see what that one looks like. But this plant is also super fast growing. I got this the same time that I got this Aurelia fabian, so I think it was about a month ago or something, and it's already put out these 3 new leaves. I'm really just more excited that I got it for like $5 when I was ready to go to one of the nurseries and pay $60 for a plant like this, because I just thought that the leaves and the fenestrations were so cool. So I'm glad that I found it for $5. And yeah, so that is my most recent plant haul. These are all plants that I got from Giant Tiger, Canadian store. It's pretty great for finding tropical plants. Sometimes you gotta hunt, because they have a lot of like generic snake plants and Schefflera and stuff like that. I actually don't have a Schefflera. I should probably add one to my collection. But yeah, that's just a quick little plant haul. And if you live in Canada and there's a Giant Tiger nearby, definitely check it out, because they're getting a ton of tropical plants in. You won't really know what they are because I'll just say tropical plants, but a quick little Google search will clear up some of those identity issues for you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for similar content. On Mondays, I post videos about houseplants, and on Fridays, I also post videos about houseplants, and reading, writing, photography, art, and any other generic interests of mine. As always, you can find my social media links in the description below. Also, you can find links to H&H Games, the board game company I've helped create, and our debut board game, Season of Heroes. You can also find the Amazon links to my fantasy series, A Chronicle of Crowns. Thanks for watching, bye!